more story, back to the National Assembly. The House of Representatives has called on the federal government through the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning to review the budgetary allocation for the Bureau of Public Procurement in future budget estimates. This adjustment is deemed necessary to align with current realities and enable the Bureau to effectively fulfill its core mandate. For this and other stories from the floor of the House, here is it.
In a resolution following a motion raised by Representative Unyemaidem, the House also urged the Bureau of Public Procurement to collaborate with key stakeholders, including ministries, departments, agencies, civil society organizations, and the National Assembly. Presenting the motion, Idem noted that the Bureau's budgetary allocation in the 2024 Appropriation Act is 2.2 billion naira. He expressed concern that this amount is insufficient to support the Bureau's extensive responsibilities, which include procurement audit, monitoring and surveillance across MDAs in the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. Idem further highlighted the rising instances of procurement irregularities in the public sector, emphasizing the urgent need for effective oversight to ensure transparency, competitiveness, professionalism, and value for money in public procurement processes.
Also concerned that given the prevailing trend of procurement corruption in Nigeria, constituting over 70% of corruption in the public procurement sector, there is an increasing need to ensure the implementation of procurement policies and due process compliance in line with global best practices.
Meanwhile, the House of Representatives has passed for second reading a bill to amend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 1999 as amended to create a new state in the South-South region to be known as Ogoja State, along with related matters.
The principle of equity, which of course is a substantial of the existence of the Nigerian state, in the light of the multifaceted challenges we face. Mr. Speaker, on that note, I will enjoin my very dear colleagues to support this bill to be read the second time.
Additionally, the House passed for second reading a bill aimed at making it mandatory for government, ministries, departments, and agencies to prioritize the procurement of locally made products, goods, and services. Representing Obi Agwocha, while leading the debate on the bill's general principle, he said the bill also seeks to repeal the Local Content Act of 2010 and enact new provisions requiring MDAs to give priority to local manufacturers and indigenous companies in the procurement of good works and services.
To prohibit the exclusion of locally produced goods in the procurement process, to repeal Local Content Act of 2010 and enact a bill to make it mandatory for ministries, departments, and agencies to give priority to local manufacturers, indigenous companies in the procurement of goods and services, and prohibit the exclusion of locally produced goods in the procurement process and for related matters.
He said the bill also prohibits the exclusion of locally produced goods in procurement processes. The bill encompasses HBs 85, 1007, and 1330 is aimed at strengthening the support for local manufacturers and indigenous companies in government procurement.